What's good, y'all? You see me. We doing a commentary video because they easy to edit and I'm lazy as shit. But anyway, today's topic is based on Corey Kenshin's new manga. It's not no comic book. First, I was on the side of people saying that it's a comic book because first I too was calling it a comic book because I'm like, hey, that's made in America. It was made in America, and since it's made in America, it has to be a comic book. And then I was sitting there and I was thinking, and I'm like, what determines if something is a manga or not?
What's that? What's a
Manga.
For that, we have to look up the definition of what is a manga. And when you look that up, the definition you get is a style of Japanese comic books and graphic novels typically aimed at adults as well as children. And this definition right here just kills the it's a comic book argument. It literally says that style of Japanese comic books, which in that case they're both comic books, I guess, but no, there's nothing specifically special that makes manga besides it's made in Japan. So for Corey X Kenshin to come through and say, hey, this book is a manga, or it's at least manga inspired, he even went to the links to say that, hey, you can call it a manga comic book or a comic book manga. I forgot what he said. I'll put the clip up.
That it's not a manga because it's not from Japan. And I mean, I get that. Like, I'm not out here trying to culturally appropriate anything. So, if you want to call it a manga inspired comic, like, that's fine too. Like, I really don't care what you.
But anyways, he goes through and he says this, and people still come through and say, oh, you're culturally appropriate. Which is crazy to me. Because black people are the biggest victims of cultural appropriation. But somehow the biggest villains when what he's doing is not even appropriation. We're somehow the biggest villains when we take stuff from other cultures and try to adapt it or put something into it. So why, when other countries make rap music, why is it rap music? It's not rap music, no. Let's do Japan for example. Why, when Japan makes rap music, why is it called rap music? We made that. We made rap music by that accord, and all these racist people on Twitter who say that, I forgot the name of the book, can't be a manga. By that argument, none of that is rap music. It's a stupid argument. Because you look at this and you listen to their music, you listen to what they're doing, it's not appropriation. They're taking it and they put their own twist or twirl on it and make it different. Which is essentially what Corey X Kenshin is doing. It's a manga made in America. Why can it not be a manga? Why does it specifically have to be a comic book? Why, when we make fashion statements, our dances are trends, why do y'all get to copy them? And it's the same thing. It's the trend. There's no pushback. There's no controversy. There's no lag. There's no lag.
I do bird.
There's no nothing. But when Corey X Kenshin tries to make a manga, people will immediately jump on his back and say, that's cultural appropriation. You know what? Let's do a brief history on cultural appropriation. And in order to do that, we have to look up the definition of cultural appropriation. Now, the definition that we get when we look up what is cultural appropriation, it says cultural appropriation is the adoption of another person's culture or elements without permission or respect, often by members of a dominant culture. It can involve language, clothing, music, and more. Can you really say that black people are a dominant culture? I mean, we are the most stolen from when it comes to trends and fashion and what we do. I don't really say that black people are a dominant culture. Dominant at getting stolen from, yes, are getting stole themselves. Take that how you want to take it. But anyways, we can look at let's look at other genres. We already talked about rap and how big of an impact rap has had on everybody. And we can look up who created rap music, players of hip hop, Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious Five, Curtis Blow, and the Cold Crush Brothers. Basically, all the 70s people, when they was rapping like, I went to the park and got a bat, and then I went home and I smacked the cat. I smacked the cat because it was talking smack, and I smacked the cat because it was looking whack. Ooh, but yeah, no. That's where rap music originates from. And then we go look at it now, and rap music is everywhere. You turn on the TV, you can see, I don't know, someone in Russia rapping. You can see someone in India rapping. Anywhere, rap is universal, and it started with black people. Notice how every time a new rap artist comes out or someone starts rapping, black people don't immediately jump out and just be like, that's appropriation. You know why? Because it's not appropriation. Every time a black person, you know what it is? I feel like it's the need to want to feel oppressed. Like they want to be oppressed the way that black people are. Like, for example, controversy a few years back where this, I think she was black or she was something. But either way, I think she wanted to have a quinceañera, and there was a bunch of pushback, and they were like, we don't have rap music. We don't have rap music birthday parties. She wanted to have a quinceañera, and there was a bunch of people angry as I was in the comments arguing. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't help but argue with people on here. It's a very bad habit. Don't do it. At some point, you have to realize that no matter how much you argue or no matter how much you type and try to explain something to somebody, you will never change their opinion. Wise words. But either way, who makes things cool? You ask yourself that. Who makes things cool? It's always black people. And that's exactly why, even in the mangas or the anime, like, bro, Dan, never seen that show. But the choreography and the intros, and even the way that they dress the characters, is literally just ripped from black people. But Corey Sketchy, he want to make a manga. Like, bro, the biggest thing that I'm scared to talk about, because I know how crazy they get, they're gonna find me. They're gonna find my address, and please don't leak my address. But we gotta talk about K-pop. K-pop is literally just R&B part 2. It's literally just neo R&B. The songs they talk about, the way they dance, the way they act, even the way they have to like audition to even get a chance to become like a group. Most of them are choosing like R&B songs and then doing like choreography and singing. Why is that not appropriation? Niggas made R&B. This goes back to, I'm not gonna say the point again. You know what I'm talking about though. You know what I'm talking about though. So on Twitter too, you know, because Twitter is just like a cesspool for racism. I was looking through tweets before I was doing this video, and one of the dudes said, so he says, quote unquote, oh look, kendo, when it's a picture of fencing, and he says, yes, I know it's fencing, but I want to call it kendo because I think the Japanese name is cooler. That's American manga. And he's saying this in response to what Korea's Kenshin said when he was talking about how he doesn't want to culturally appropriate, and you can feel free to call it a comic book if you want to, but he made it to be looked at like a manga. So basically he's saying that fencing, that's like, okay, you get what he was saying. But either way, this is a stupid argument, because we can make the same argument for another sport, like anything ball related. Oh look, it's basketball, but I want to call it handball because it sounds cooler. That's not how it works. This is a very stupid argument. And also, kendo, you can't say this argument at all either, because fencing uses, was it rapier, like the long sword thing, and kendo using like that stick, makes them completely different in that way, in which all art is very different. Fighting, like, I guess this is fighting. Kendo is an art. Anything related to combat is an art. Writing is an art. Music is an art. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to flick you off. I can't lift this finger. Like, look. I can't lift that finger. But they're all arts. Something else to think about is food. If a food is made in this area, and if people from across the world, they looking at it like, that look fine. And they start making the food there. Is it not the same food? Is it not the same food? It's like, bruh, it's the same food. It's made with the same ingredients. It's made with the same care. It's made with the same recipe. Is it not the same food? It's telling a story. It has characters. The characters have abilities. We can say that a comic book is basically the same thing as a manga. It's telling a story. The characters have powers. It's art. Or whatever. I forgot the last thing I said again. But you get the point. It's still, they're the same thing. They're interchangeable. So why can Korea's Kenshin not just say, hey, this shit's a manga? But y'all can take rap music and be like, hey, this shit is rap music. Y'all can take our trends and be like, hey, this shit is that trend. Y'all can take the way we dress and be like, hey, this shit is the way y'all dress. Like, bro, I'm glad they got backlash for it at least, but they didn't get enough backlash. As if, in comparison, if black people did what they did, and like, so I'm sure that everybody's seen the, I don't know, I think they're called Kiss of Life, but they was having a nigga birthday party. Like, I guess it was one of the members. It was one of the members' birthday parties, and the theme was like classic hip hop, and none of them were dressed like classic hip hop.
그래. It's my birthday. It's my bestest bro.
Yo, bro, I'm sitting here editing this video. I'm watching it back. This is how you know that these niggas, bro, they was not having no 2000s hip hop theme party. Why does she have on two hats? Ain't no. Why did she have on two hats, bro? They were dressed like neo fashion niggas. They just wanted to have a nigga birthday party. They talking about classic hip hop. But either way, even one of the members went as far as to have like, she like stood up.
저기요. Wait, who's that? Who's that? Come out. It's my best.
Showing that she had a black bandana. And then, like a few days later, they crying because everybody on their ass. They crying because everybody was on their ass. But anyways, that is cultural appropriation right there. That's cultural appropriation, and we can all agree and say that that's cultural appropriation. Basically, they're taking black culture, not twirling and twisting or anything, and using it in a very. They were using it in like a comedic manner, and you could tell by the way they were acting in the video. It wasn't even a video, it was a live stream. They did this shit on live. That's what I classify as cultural appropriation. If you're gonna take it, at least use it in a respectful manner. Don't take it and just rub it through the garbage and then make fun of it, basically. That's what they look like they were doing in that video. And from what we've seen, well, I haven't read Korea's Kenshin's manga, but from what we've seen of the trailer and what everybody was talking about and how well it sold really well. It sold like 200,000 in like the first week, I think. J. Cole ain't doing that. He's not doing it. But either it sold really well, and from that can tell you from a standpoint that he's not making fun of the culture. He's not making fun of the culture. He's not dragging it through the dirt. He's not like doing anything bad with the use of it. He just wants to call it a manga. And I think it's fair for him to do that. It's a book. There's like, if anything, y'all should be mad. Y'all should be more mad that he calls himself a black samurai. And even then, that's not really appropriation because Yasuke exists. I'm saying though, bro. But that would be the thing to get mad about. And that's all I really wanted to talk about. So either way, if you like me, yeah. I don't know what I just tried to say. But either way, don't be a gazer. Hit that subscribe button and become, I don't know what I'm going to call people yet. But my name's See Me. And if you're trying to see me more, like and subscribe. Peace out!
Don't play with him. I don't forget Tim, but I love where I am right now. You don't crash, I move too fast in the road, thing lane, you can't slow down. I've been getting to the money, it's a bad at home. My phone says she need me right now. Got M's on my plate, got O's on my phone, little baby, I'm eating right now. Got peas that strong, my partner got bass to the plate, he can meet me at the house. Got freak ass bitch, do whatever I say, bring the money, beat it back in the mouth. Car crushing on the way, our way, I got it, thank God I took this route. I never be nothing, I'm not, you jumping that water, you jump, I drown. This life ain't gon' get what you ask, you playing them games, you might look and get found. I'm out the city, but I'm in the town.